Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, and you can catch the action on Denver 7 all day. We are your Stanley Cup station. Every game of the series will be right here. Thanks for joining us this morning. We have our whole team ready to go for this, right? We have Brian Sanders at Ball Arena. We have Christian and Jessica checking on traffic and safety downtown. And Brian, it's a good morning out there. Is it cold in Ball Arena? We've all been wondering all morning.
Yeah, it actually is. Yeah, these are great
sleeves, yeah.
Avs shirts that we're wearing. Nice short sleeve shirts. We were ready for summer. Unfortunately, it's really cold inside the arena, and I kind of wish I had one of those big jerseys on me. But nonetheless, it's a great day for those that will be at the watch parties around the arena and in the downtown area, just dressed for the ice if you're one of the lucky ones to enjoy watching the game. Lisa, the forecast, I mean, honestly, it couldn't be more picture perfect for a celebratory day.
No, and you're going to want that cold arena. As you're walking around downtown this afternoon, mid to upper 80s. It'll be a warm one. You're right, though. Beautiful out there in Denver right now. What a picture perfect kind of postcard start to our day. We have a lot of sunshine. Skies are clear. Satellite and radar is quiet. Here's a look at that forecast. By about 5 o'clock, an hour before that puck drops, we're going to be at about 87 degrees for a high. Warm and dry, a lot of sunshine today, and then mid 70s, still very pleasant, right around 9 to about 9:30, so a little closer to the end of the game. Mainly 80s, upper 80s for all of eastern Colorado. There's going to be more 70s than 60s in the central mountains today. Durango 88, Montrose 86, and in Grand Junction almost at 90. So we're pretty warm, and we're going to stay dry today and tomorrow. We'll see a few more late day thunderstorms pop up on Friday. We'll take a closer look at that coming up on the Super 7 Day, but it's going to be pretty warm all weekend long. I'll also have a look at your patio forecast for Saturday's game, the second game of the series, coming up in just a few minutes.
And we've had one crash down on the south side of town between Broadway and University. It's going to be right there in between the two, right by the Washington Bridge. Take a look from the quad split. You can actually see the crash right here, right there in that left shoulder area, but traffic is slow anyway passing that crash, going all the way down past University and down to Colorado Boulevard. You can see from that camera there. So pretty slow traffic in there. The drive time right now still at about 30 minutes from Colfax all the way into the Denver Tech Center. It's busy on 225. It's busy as well on parts of Highway 36 to and from Boulder, and that north side also still pretty crowded on that trip to downtown. But no other major problems for us right now. The drive to or from the airport, that looks good. An easy drive right now out to the airport.
Jason. Well, we want to get back out to Brian at the most important spot for hockey fans right now. All eyes on Ball Arena this morning as the Avs are ready to take on the two-time defending Stanley Cup champs. So certainly not an easy game, but we get to start it off on the home ice.
That's right. Yeah, this is a hockey mecca today, and what a great matchup. The Avs have been hot all season. They're one of the highest scoring teams in the league. They've swept 2 series of the playoffs, but they have to get through the two-time defending champion Lightning if they want to hoist the Stanley Cup at the end. And yes, the Avs have home ice. Games 1, 2, and then 5 and 7, if necessary, will be here at Ball Arena. The Avs have been one of the best teams in the league all year. They were the Western Conference top seed, and now they're 4 wins away from lifting that Stanley Cup, just like they did in 1996 and 2001. And hopefully having a celebration parade through downtown Denver. It was a different era then. Joe Sakic was the team captain leading the Avs to a title on the ice. Now he's the general manager, and he has orchestrated quite a comeback from when the Avs were the worst in the league 5 years ago to now competing for a title, and the players are excited to bring home some hardware.
Two of the best teams in the league going at it, and really excited for this challenge. And it's going to be very, very difficult, but I believe in this group, and we all believe in each other, and hopefully we can get this done.
Yeah, so this morning we have our full team coverage of the Stanley Cup Final, what to know about the watch parties and the fan events outside the arena, the best ways to get in and out of the downtown area with the crowds, why the voice of the Avs says this will be a series for the ages between the Avs and Lightning, and we'll have a look at the odds if you're thinking about maybe winning some cash when the Avs win. Back here on the ice, the warm-up continues. We have seen the officials skate around. We have seen coaches now skate around with a few of the players. And so definitely anticipation is building. The Avs will skate around as a team here at 9:30. If you were not lucky enough to get one of the tickets inside the arena, there are several large watch parties around the downtown area, and Denver 7's Veronica Acosta is live at Tivoli Quad with a look at the big party plan there.
So this is where one of those big watch parties will be. It's quiet now, but take a look here behind me. It won't be this afternoon. The big stage is up and ready. And then of course, we've talked about this kind of all week long with you all. The beer tents, those are also here ready and set up. The one thing we are waiting to see later this morning is that big screen where all of those Avs fans are going to be able to watch Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. So the watch party here at Tivoli Quad, just one of 3 that are planned. The only one that's received a permit. Permits were submitted for watch parties over at Chopper Circle, that's right outside Ball Arena, and McGregor Square near Coors Field. City officials told us they expect those sites to pass inspection and then be in full operation later today. As for the party here at Tivoli, here's what you need to know. You can start getting here at 4 in the afternoon, that's when it kicks off. Food trucks, drinks, and of course the actual game. They're all a part of the experience. The city wants as many fans as possible down here. They're thinking anywhere around 20,000 people. In the past couple of days, of course, they have been grueling for some of the staff here trying to set up and get everything ready. But the one thing they have agreed on is the bigger the party, the better.
We feel amazing. Personally, I think we're going to have an amazing party. The initial play was 4 bars. Now we're at 8. So we're making moves in the right direction.
And some good news for those of you who won't be going into Ball Arena for the actual game. You can come down here to the Tivoli Quad to watch every single game, even the ones that are going to be in Tampa. As for those 2 other sites, we'll check in with the city and let you know what the update on those is. We're in Denver this morning. I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
All right, thank you, Veronica. Yeah, tens of thousands expected at that watch party. There's the other one at McGregor Square and the other restaurants and bars. A lot of people walking around, and getting downtown is going to be tough. Also getting around some of the traffic. Denver 7's Jessica Crawford has a look at the transit options for you.
Yes, we're already starting to see traffic pick up here in this area. So if you're using RTD to get down here, or even if you are using a ride share to get over here to Lodo, chances are you're probably going to interact with Union Station, and RTD is making some changes, especially for the Stanley Cup. They say the number one thing to do here is to be prepared for bigger crowds on those trains, meaning you may have to wait for another one if one is full. RTD is adding additional train cars to help out with capacity. The agency is also working with its contractors to make sure that it's well staffed. If RTD does have to drop trips, they will try not to do that consecutively, so you shouldn't be waiting too long. When it comes to ride sharing, drivers say to expect to pay more because of surge pricing, but you can save a little by booking your ride earlier. Whether you're taking a train or an Uber, it is important to be patient with your drivers and with your fellow passengers.
Try to avoid major event zones for pickups. If you're leaving the Stanley Cup, walk away first. Don't try to order right out of there and wait till you're not in a sea of people before you order your Uber. It'll make it easier for them to find you, as well as easier for you to find a ride.
Yeah, and what you just heard there are some tips on how you can get around and how you can get your Uber or your Lyft driver to pick you up safely and quickly. When it comes to RTD, make sure that you're just hitting refresh on those RTD service alerts so that you can have the latest information on transit. Live from Lodo, I'm Jessica Crawford, Denver 7.
Thank you, Jessica. Well, whether you're a casual fan or if you've been following the Avs all season, you should know they have a lot of offensive firepower. They're one of the highest scoring teams in the league. They will be facing one of the toughest defenses in the league for the Stanley Cup title. Denver 7 Sports Director Lionel Bienvenu has a look at the players to watch on the ice.
McKinnon, Makar, and Mikko. The goal show. Nate leads the way with 11 goals. Cale Makar has 22 points, and Mikko Rantanen has 17 points. The Avs are the highest scoring team in the playoffs at nearly 5 goals a game. But they will be facing arguably the best goalie in the league. So, the name to know for Tampa Bay, Andrei Vasilevsky, the Big Cat. you know you're really good if you got a really good nickname. Vasilevsky is the top goalie in the playoffs, leading the way with 12 wins. He allows just over 2 goals a game. So, something's got to give here, right? You got the highest scoring team against the best goalie. Now, as far as the Avs goalie situation is concerned, Darcy Kemper is healthy and ready to go, but Pavel Francouz finished strong filling in for him, so no starter was named by Jared Bednar on Tuesday. And Nazem Kadri is skating, but still listed as day-to-day on the injured list. So he's recovering from surgery on his thumb. Don't know about his availability for Game 1. Should be a great series. The 2-time defending champs from Tampa Bay against the favorites to win it all from Colorado.
All right, we'll have our special Avs coverage all day long on Denver 7. The pregame show starts at 5:30. Puck drops at 6. And then tonight's Game 1. After that, stick around for our postgame show and Denver 7 News at 10 p.m. Another metro school district is looking at closing schools because there just aren't enough kids there. Also ahead of changes to DIA to help reduce long wait times starting today. And our coverage of all things Stanley Cup continues. We hear from Denver Mayor Michael Hancock about hosting the series here in the Mile High.